All right. Okay, y'all. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry about the delay. Um. So this would be is your twin flame awake? Okay. Is your twin flame awake? First I want to talk before we get started. I'm gonna pull a few cards or whatnot too. Um. But when we say awake, okay, I just want everybody to understand. It just means open and understanding and overstanding their situation. Okay, so I don't want you guys to over exaggerate on what the awakening process. If you don't know what it is, it's just pretty much enlightenment. Okay, um, if you're masculine, because I'm gonna pull some cards. So, I'm gonna pull some cards too. But I just wanted to open your minds a little bit before we start to pull these cards. Okay, to see what's going on, and with this twin flame connection with your partner. Um, if they are facing their dark night of the soul, which is their awakening, okay, out with the old and with the new, it's like a rebirth. If your partner is dealing with that right now, of course they're going to be uh, in between worlds. Okay, if they don't know how to master coming in and coming, manifesting down and ascending up. Okay, if they don't know how to do that, it's just like an elevator that don't know, that loses its ties to itself. It's going to elevate and it's going to escalate and it's going to fall. Some people would call it the tower moment. So when you are seeing these masculines, when you're seeing these masculines have their tower moment, fall completely, um, and they're using what you would call karmics to hold them up because it's almost like they want to be swept off their feet because they don't know how to do it themselves. Okay, so these sleeping masculines, okay, the sleeping masculines pretty much um, don't have control of their bodies, don't have control of their minds, and completely disconnected from spirit, okay, which is their true self. So a lot of them get a lot of y'all get misconfused on who you love. Okay, if you truly love this masculine, okay, you will love him for his true self. Okay, his true self, which means every time you look at your masculine, you or this person could be a feminine, um, you would see the light in them, or you would at least feel the light around you, because what it will do is protect you, just like it's wanting to protect that masculine when he or she does go through their dark night of the soul. Okay, so what keeps these masculines sleep is temptation. Temptation is another form of distraction. Okay, you have many names for many situations, but almost the same meaning. Okay, so at the end of the day, these masculines, all right, they don't. It's like being born and not and fall into an amnesia. Okay, so they go through this whole. Oh, I know now how. It's either they be taught how to do it or it get triggered and they be reminded how to do it, like a kid again. Okay, it's like a kid again. To be reborn, to be awakened is it's like a kid again. You could be as old as 60 years old. Okay, and have your awakening at 60 years old. It's all a part of your own development and in your own lessons. Okay, some people repeat their lessons until they learn that they're being punished. Okay, and when they realize, instead of trying to avoid their punishment after they made they because a lot of these masculine runners try to avoid their truth. Okay, try to avoid the facts, and they try to run from who they truly are. So Um, what's happening with them a lot is they running underneath what you would call a rock and hiding. Now they believe their rock, instead of them running under the right rock, which is their feminines, their divine feminines, which can shield them, protect them in many realms. They run to somebody that don't know themselves because they believe that this person knows them, because they know what I like, because they are what I like. Okay, and this is where they end up with these karmic situations, which mean that they would be asleep. Okay, they would be asleep, and they will have no understanding of what's going on because they are not their soul. The soul is going one way, as the body go another, and the mind is somewhere else. So as long as they're discombobulated and they're not matching um, who they truly are, okay, they will be asleep. To be asleep is to be disconnected. You know, your mind's one way, your body's the other. You have to be mind, body, and soul straight down the middle, balance. And if you know that they are not with you, then you know they are not awakened, which is your answer. They do not know themselves. Because if they know themselves, okay, they will know where they belong. Do you understand what I'm saying? They will come home. You are home to them just like you felt like home to them. But as long as they are not with you, because a lot of them have ran from who they truly are, they will disconnect themselves. Now, are they supposed to disconnect themselves from you? Not really. If you're a true divine, if you're a true divine, they have to face the mirror, good, bad, and the ugly, through sickness. How they would say, through sickness and health, through rich or through poor. Okay, it's supposed to be unconditional love. But because of the fact that the system tells you that it's to death do you part, everybody's rushing into relationships, and these masculines are rushing into situationships because of they don't want to be alone, and they believe that they're gonna get it all. I'm gonna get it all before I die. I want to get it all before I die. I want to have this woman, that woman. I want to do everything. I want to do it all, and they don't realize they pay the price for this. Okay, so that is not a divine masculine. That person is not a divine. That person is almost a devil in the flesh. They are not a divine. To be divine is like God in the flesh. They know it already, and they know where they need to be, and they stand in their knowing. This masculine is not standing in his knowing if he is all over the place. If the universe gave you one line of communication with one specific being, and you happen to find this being, and you guys have this telepathic connection, you have this physical attraction, you guys go, to from the 5D to the 3D to every kind of D that they got, and you connect 100%. It's like they don't like that. They don't like to be told to sit down. But this is not a God. This is not a divine manner. If they are running and ripping and using themselves as a weapon to hurt others that were created by, hopefully created. I'm gonna say hopefully because now to 2020, we walking amongst a lot of things. Okay, and we have no. Some of us have no clue, but if you truly awaken, you already know, and you connected to your ancestors, then you would know what those things are. Okay, because you would get your messages. All right, they will protect you. They will shield you. They can protect you, like they say, leave it to God. It can protect you. Okay, it can protect you. But the masculine doesn't feel protected. He feels attacked. He feels attacked. But he doesn't realize he's being attacked not by his spirit. He's being attacked by all these entities that's pulling him in multiple directions. It's no different from hell movies that you watch. Every time somebody go to hell, there's always hands sticking out of the pit of fire. There's always zombified hands pulling on the masculine. It is nothing but temptation that's pulling that masculine in into that abyss, into that forbidden zone, and they cannot escape the body. And I mean the body. The soul can escape. The soul knows best, but the body cannot escape from that reality because it's trapped in that realm, which would be this realm. This is a realm too, and there are many realms beyond this. Okay, so if y'all just seeing this as just it in that manner, then you will limit yourself to your own expectations. Now I know some of y'all may say, well, if I'm dealing with this twin flame, are there other twin flames? I mean, speak from experience. I have only met one in my whole entire lifetime. So I cannot say that I've met that there will be others. Okay, I'm not going to say yes because it sounds good. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've only met one in my lifetime. One. Okay, and I've met him. I've known him now for 8 years now, in and out, off and on, all kinds of trials and tribulations. Okay, and I've learned to find peace with this journey because, be honest with you, this journey made me a better person than he could ever make me in this way that he's behaving now. The spirit part of it. It was more of the masculine soul, which is my soul, which is manifested back into me, and and back into the ether because I accept who I am. I've learned to love me more, to snap out of the BS reality that's placed in front of me, to know who I am beyond myself, the flesh. I'm just being a messenger. Take it how you want to take it. Okay? This is why I said learn to love you, because there is only one you. And when you learn to and master how to love you only, which is the masculine do not do, because this is what they do. They run to other people to fill that void. And then they get trapped up into that realm, that illusion. And then they don't know how to get out of it because of the simple fact that it was an illusion and it was a trap. They don't see the trap. See, you're supposed to be able to see the trap laid for you that anybody try to place, just like you can see the path for you beyond your own steps. Okay? So when I say, is your twin flame awakened? I mean that they see, you judge for yourself. For yourself, not others, but you judge for yourself. If your masculine is not with you, he is still asleep. If your masculine is still laying up with a karmic, he is still asleep. If they choose to keep running, he is asleep. And yes, they can be present with you and still be asleep physically. And what I mean is sleep is don't know who they are. Don't love themselves. Don't know their self-worth. Okay? Because they could be in the same room as you and still cannot hear you say anything because all they hear is womp, 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 womp. It go in one ear and out the other because it's an empty tunnel up there. It's just flowing with the BS. And some of y'all may say, okay, well, is he or am I their twin flame? Okay? If you don't know, if you don't have that knowing, then most likely he's not. Okay? Because you shouldn't even have to ask me if you're a twin flame or not. You heard it. It sounds good. But it's like, if you have that knowing, because spirit do not let up while you're on this journey. And this is exactly what's happening to the masculine. He is not being let up when it comes to spirit telling him, hey, you have a purpose over here, not over there. So it's like a tug of war. You got You got the good angel and the bad, and you got the devil on one side. It's whispering in the masculine's ear, but the masculine rather listen to his, you know, to his lieutenant. His lieutenant will be his dark side. Then to say accept the way of the world from his right side, which is his light side. Okay. So as long as he listens to his dark side, he will continue to keep failing. As long as he keep running from his divine purpose, he will continue to repeat that hell and pretty much play himself. The grass ain't greener on the other side. Now this is I'm talking to those who are actual, factual, given to you by the universe, twin flames. I'm not talking about obsessed, demonic karmics wanting to play a role of the divine feminine because they are attracted to the vessel only. If you guys are not karmic energies, let go of the desire for the body because you have the soul already. You have this person true form already. You don't want that. The masculine doesn't want you in your truest form, which is in your fake form, which is your physical flesh. But you can feel the love within the spirit realm. Most definitely. You can feel it more. You can feel it more than you can see it. So just because they do not accept your avatar, your vehicle, don't mean that they don't care about you. It just means that they are not connected to their true self. Because if they were connected to their true self, then they will take that message that the spirit is giving them, and they can, stop misguiding themselves to other vessels or other avatars that's not leading them down the right path. Okay, these avatars, which is the body. Okay, because you are in a shell, you are in a flesh suit. Okay, you are a spirit light being manifested. If you're going through your true awakening, you are a spirit being going, in your flesh, in your suit, in your flesh suit. You never die. The body does. It's temporary, but the soul, the essence, don't die. Okay, so y'all need to know that. And if you don't know that already, then shame on you, and you need to do some more work. When they say work, okay, when we say work, it's not just get up, go to work. It's study how you move your fingers, what make your fingers move, what make your feet, small shit, small stuff, y'all. What make your fingers move, what make a rock, what make the sky a sky, what make a tree a tree. Even if you say to yourself, I already know this. Do you know this? Do you understand it? Because knowing and understanding is the same thing, but one is more powerful than the other. Just like soulmates and supposed soulmates and twin flames are similar the same, but there's always going to be a so-called difference, which means a true divine partner. So you can say, well, this is a soulmate. I'm going to deal with the soulmate instead. What you're saying is I'm going to accept a karmic instead. Because if this person is not your twin flame and they're soulmate, because soulmates come before twin flames, right? Now soulmates come before twin flames. Guess what? You are settling with the lesser, which is a divine feminine and a karmic feminine. So you are accepting a karmic role when you decide to take the second option instead of going with the first. You took the long route. You're taking the longer route, dealing with the karmic energy, than to accept your fate and get straight to the point. Okay, you thought getting straight to the point, masculine, was you going straight to your karmic and making your karmic something she was never. Okay, when there was already a divine out here that all you really had to do was listen within and walk your ass straight to your feminine, and you would have had the success that you seek, because this person not only can pleasure you physically, this person can pleasure you mentally and spiritually as well. This is why we say mind, body, and soul masculine. You will not get that pleasure from that karmic when it comes to the mind. You will not get that pleasure from the karmic when it comes to the soul. You will only get physical pleasure because in this realm is where you only see her. This is not, that connection is not till eternal. And you masculines fear abandonment. But if you knew your place with your divine feminine, she could never abandon you. Your divine feminine could never abandon you, masculine. And if you knew your place, you would have known that. You would have known no matter how far she ran, even if she did run physically, you were still going to feel her essence. You were still going to be in her mind. But you didn't want that. You didn't want that deep connection. But yet you got a fear of abandonment. Okay? You can't get your divine feminine off your mind. So you run to a karmic to try to distract you because you believe that you are your body. But yet you can still feel your divine feminine because you can feel the love coming through the energy. You can feel the love in the air. Okay? Some of these masculines get charged up with just the thought of his divine feminine. And what he does is try to empower your replacement, which is the karmic. Okay? What they would call the karmic. Your second command. Okay? So they're trying to empower this other vessel. Okay? Because you are, like how my masculine would say, solar system. Okay? My masculine would say you need to be a solar system and recharge yourself. Okay? So what he does is he know that you exchange energy naturally with him, where he can feel you. With one word, it can give him a boost of life. It can make this masculine feel young again. It can make this masculine feel whole if he really did his work. Okay? But that's just that. Okay? I just wanted y'all to understand and open up your minds before we get into this reading, because you know some of y'all may think that the masculine is completely happy with his karmic. Okay? And prepare himself to live in the moments. Okay? Because some of these masculines try to avoid their purpose and live in the moment, but don't see the future, don't see the karma coming from that. Okay? So we're going to see what's going on and what spirit want to say about, you know, the your twin flame. And if this resonates with you, you take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, please. Okay? Donations are welcomed if you're feeling guided to. I don't have my super chats on, not at this moment until I get things situated. But you can. Let me post this information. I'm gonna post it in the box, my PayPal and Cash App information, if you guys wanted to know. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Is this masculine awake? So we got justice. Okay, we got some justice going on here with the masculine. All right. It says take time to review the details carefully. Okay, you will win in the end. Okay, fair and objective decisions. Okay, so they got that justice card. So it just looks like the masculine is going through. I see he facing his karma. Okay, something's happening. The truth is being told. Okay, right now, he is definitely getting, like, maybe if he was being betrayed by his karmic and they was arguing and fighting, is the most likely they have separated. And what he is doing right now, okay, is using this downtime to really realize um his ways in life. Okay, so a lot of justice have been taking its toll. He's been really getting some clarity on what's going on. It's kind of like I said, I think I said it earlier that they were facing dark night of the soul right now. So he's definitely doing some work and getting to the bottom of it. So he is starting with the justice card. um let's see what else is going to happen here. Let's see what else. Okay, he got the world card as well. So you got the world card as well. I just want to make sure y'all can see that. Okay, so with the world card is like a brilliant success. Okay, the freedom to go in any direction. Okay. A journey that I'm trying to see this thing in the dark. A journey that is now complete. Okay. So I got the world card. So it looked like I got this earlier in the channel and I got as well. So most likely they're separated right now, and this masculine is back on his feet, or it's just like they broke up or something, or they kind of disconnected. If they haven't broken up, they probably like disconnecting right now. Um, but that's what's happening. Is most likely the masculine is, getting ready to either um, move forward towards his purpose. Okay, coming up with some ideas. With this whole situation going on, they probably coming up with some new work ideas. Seeing his worth. He probably just, maybe he wasn't making that much money, and all of a sudden he just came up with this bright idea to start a business and move forward. Or he could have just, said, I know my worth and I don't deserve to be around this BS. So most likely they're setting themselves free and moving on. Okay. So that's what it's from. Maybe it felt a little claustrophobic with this karmic. Okay, you got the magician. All right, we got the magician card. Okay, so it says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. Okay, you can manifest what you want and need to be a success. All right, so we do have that magician card. All right, magician. He just wants to do anything he want to do. Okay, maybe he was too trapped up with this karmic, too trapped up. Like I said, felt like he's trapped dealing with this karmic energy. But the justice had took its toll. He might have realized his worth. Maybe it's permanent, maybe it's temporary. But at this moment, you know, um, probably got tired of arguing about nothing. Kind of realized that he can do better. It's like the pressure's on. So they pretty much hit the road again. If it's permanent, I have no clue. We're gonna keep going. If it's permanent or temporary, but in this case, it's starting to look like he's going through his dark night of the soul here. Starting to look like it. So we will see. We will see by the end of this reading if your twin flame has awakened. Okay. So we have the wheel card. Okay. All right. Looks like they're just moving forward now. Um, So you got the wheel card. Delays are over. Sudden, unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. Okay, so maybe they about to collect one of those. What they call that? What they call that? Settle. What they call it? What is that? Stimulus. Maybe they about to collect a stimulus check because you really don't have to have much to get a stimulus check. So I see, maybe he's about to get a stimulus check. Maybe he's about to get money, and he kind of realized his worth and was just like, "Wow, this is how it feels." Because if he was in survival mode, putting up with a karmic, just using her for her house and her, just using her for her house and her play, her car and money and to eat. Most likely, if he found out about the stimulus package, that he probably filed for the stimulus package and about to get his money. So we're starting to see his worth, and most likely, it's like tax time. People put up with people's nonsense during tax time, and this is pretty much what it is. It's a long lasting tax time kind of situation where anybody, and everybody could get the check. So so most likely he's getting his money. I guess he might have saw that he was getting money back and said, "I don't really need this. I'm not gonna put up with this." But let's see, because even though they can get that stimulus check, pretty much they could still go for broke, okay, by spending their money and their time on the wrong situations, okay. So he's definitely moving forward here. I see justice has took its toll. Okay, maybe this karmic exposed themselves, or he exposed himself to the karmic, and karmic just decided, or if it's the divine feminine that he was talking to, might have got into an argument and so on, so on. But in this case, he's definitely gotten to the bottom of the situation. Okay. Felt like he got better things to do with his life than to argue with someone than to argue. Most likely took the action, coming with this, which is he probably got that self worth, is what I'm hearing spirit say. working on his self-worth and his confidence, and it pretty much balled together, and he just moved on with his situation. So let's see. Oh, yep. See, it would be the masculine, the emperor. See, in the last reading, we got the empress. Okay, but in this here, because it's the masculine we're talking about here, he's definitely working on his self-respect. Okay, it says use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Okay, so he's definitely moving towards being a better person. All right, this is starting to teach him a little bit more about who he truly is. Okay, so like I said, people have been locked down for the last, I think it's for the last, how long have been locked down for? I haven't even kept, I don't know. How long we been locked down for? Let me see. Huh? Uh, 2 or 3 weeks, right? It's almost like a month. It hasn't been too much. Cut it out. I don't know. Maybe a month. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is. But that money gave him a boost. That's success. Okay. Maybe he found himself in debt where she couldn't help him. Okay. Or he couldn't help her if you're carrying that masculine energy. And she needed a scapegoat to get away for a little while. And this stimulus may last, a little bit depending on how they use it. Where they feel like, food stamps was available and shit for everybody. So in a way, so they might have got their shit together while they was dealing with this shutdown. They might have used this to their best ability and got the resources that they need to be self dependent for now. So I guess they found their worth and found their strength. And now they're looking to move forward. And this is why you have the Empress card, because now it's made him uh a more stronger person. I would say cocky, but hopefully it's like the cocky in a good way, where he's starting to learn his worth and focus more on himself. Okay. All right. So let's see what else is going on. Let's see what's going on. So it sounds like a good thing is happening. We're gonna move this up a little bit more. Let me see. Yeah. I'll have to get another one in. So it just seems like he's doing his thing right now. I'm not seeing that he's really focused more on any feminists right now. What I see is that it's more focused towards him getting his self worth together. It's more focused on him getting his shit together. I see that he might be leaving, or have gotten to the bottom of a toxic situation that he might have been in. But what I see him doing is pulling away and working on his self dependent, because it kind of gave him a reality check on who he truly is and how he doesn't need nobody scratching his back for him. So he scratching his own now. So let's see. Feeling a little, I see the masculine feeling a little bold. Okay, yeah. So you got the base chakra. All right, taking his physical body, and he is moving his physical body the way he's been treating himself. It's like he's moving on. Let me see if I can move this over somewhere. Okay, it's like he's moving on because he no longer needs to sell himself short. Okay, so he's tapping into his base chakra. He's getting to the bottom of his base chakra. He's he's realizing his self-worth. It's like he's realizing, like, why am I laying up with the enemy? You know what I mean? He's starting to see it because he's no longer in that survival mode frequency, or he's coming up out of that survival mode frequency where he doesn't feel like he has to sell himself short anymore. Like, it's almost like he was like a male prostitute, like like, how they would say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and all that cheating that was going on. It pretty much, he was just like, well, maybe I did all that because I wasn't happy physically. So most likely he got to the bottom of what was going on with his physical body. He's doing his work. Okay, so when it comes to that justice, it's the justice of self. It's the justice of the body, the base chakra. Why am I so focused more on my base chakra? Or maybe we might have did too much, had too much bedtime. Might have had too much bedroom time. All right, see, you got the crown chakra. All right, which is good. Okay. So like I said, he's coming out of that base chakra. He's trying to figure out why. He's trying to figure out why have I been in my lower self. Like he started to realize I'm in my lower self. Why am I doing that? This looks like this looks like a masculine that's going through his awakening right now. He's starting to realize his self worth. Like I said, he's starting to focus more on awakening his body, and tapping back into the body. Spirit might have answered all his prayers, like I said, and gave him a stimulus check, gave him some food stamps. If he was a less fortunate kind of man, if he was a less fortunate kind of man that really used a woman for her resources, okay, y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Um, but if he was the kind of man who didn't really have nothing, maybe kind of a homeless kind of person, or like a felon, or some kind of less fortunate kind of guy who might have lost their job or some shit. But if he was one of those, or had baby mama problems where it put him in some kind of debt or something like that, or if he was a successful man who might have had some holdback because of personal issues, he might have got his money back. I'm seeing that the masculine is getting his shit together. Okay, so he's more focused on balancing out the base chakra, okay, and his mind. Okay, so that's the base and the crown chakra. He's no longer he's transitioning into his crown chakra as he come out here into the world. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Okay, so wow, look at that. You got universe. Okay, so he's definitely tapping into the universe, focus more on the universe. And I also got emotional loss, which is issue with his heart, but we'll get to that second card next. So we got the universe here. He's more focused. It might be a couple of masculines that like, hey, he might be awakening. So I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, we ain't done yet, but I was gonna go ahead and say yes, that this masculine is awakening. Okay, it's waking up. Okay, it's starting to become woke. It looks like the universe is getting through to this masculine, okay? Getting through to this masculine, transitioning this masculine from his base chakra to his crown. And who's doing the work? The universe, okay? And the masculine is working with the universe. And he might be looking into spirituality. He might be looking into some kind of religion. He is seeking help and counseling. He's starting to see that the world ain't what he thought it was. And he knew he was in his base chakra. He got to the bottom of that. He knocked that out the way. The person that he might have been laid up with, he's either already left them or planning to leave them. But he is definitely about to move forward. And but it's going to be more because of spirit, because his spirit helping him. He's tuning back in. He's listening. Okay. The whole point of awakening is to listen to your intuition, is to listen to your calling. So the universe is definitely helping him out with that. And second card we had was emotional loss. Now there's a possibility that he is seeking his soul partner. All right, he's feeling the withdrawal. So now if he is disconnected from this karmic energy, and he broke that karmic cycle, because it looks like he's breaking the karmic cycle and listening to more to spirit, he's starting to realize that he has and he is lonely. Okay, he's feeling this emotional loss. He feels like, wow, this karmic never had my heart the way that I thought she did or he did. They are There's something missing. So they're gonna start to feel something missing. And spirit is pretty much showing him. Spirit is cleaning that old closet out, closing that chapter. And now this masculine is starting to awaken and start to move forward, coming towards his success. And now he's feeling emotional loss. And that's his heart. That's coming into the heart area. Okay. And it's because of his survival tactics, he has lost finances, and now he's starting to gain it back. What's going on is the masculine is moving towards love. Okay, true love, divine love. Okay, he's not moving towards that toxic energy anymore. Okay, so victory and success. All right, we got victory and success here. So once this masculine, okay, awakens and moves towards the divine feminine, okay, because he wants to move towards his divine feminine. This masculine is on the way. Okay, you got victory and success, and what they're saying is that Once he fully awakens to who he truly is, he will be in his greatest self. He will be of his greatest self. He will be inside of his self. He will be the masculine. He will be the divine masculine that he needs to be. Okay. He will start to manifest that way. Okay. So he had to let go of that old energy. Like I said, he had to let go of that karmic energy. Ooh. Wow. All right. So new beginnings on the way. It's going to be a new masculine. A new masculine. He is going to be who he truly needs to be. Okay. So that new beginning is coming for that masculine. He's going to become a new person because I'm clarifying these cards. I'm clarifying these cards here. And the masculine is moving towards a new beginning, a new masculine, a more awakened and enlightened masculine. I told y'all this masculine is awakening. All right. So have that faith in your masculine. If you can feel the energy of him getting and pulling close to you, then you know he's getting closer and closer and closer to his awakening. Because the more you can feel them coming towards you, the more it's pulling, the more he's just knocking at that door saying, hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so he's getting to the bottom of his physical behaviors. Okay, that is the justice in the situation. He's getting to the bottom in the top. Okay, we got the bottom and the top right next to it. He's trying to get he's completely awakening because you got all the way from the base chakra all the way to the crown, and that's to the top of the head. So from his bottom to his top, he is getting to the bottom of it, which is that justice card. He is finding out, which is making him a more enlightened masculine. He is using the world card. Okay, he is using that world card. He is freeing himself from anything toxic, and he is moving towards a better life. And he is being guided by spirit. Okay, he is being guided by his soul, spirit, universe. Okay, manipulating everything. Okay, he see this situation now. He started off seeing this situation as a scary situation, but he's starting to see this as a boost of a blessing, an awakening of self-worth. Okay, because he's becoming more of an enlightened person. Now he wants to talk about politics. Now he wants to talk about spirituality. Now he wants to talk about the planet. Now he wants to love the planet, but he has to love the planet before he can sit here and love he has to love himself. Okay, he has to love everything around him, and at the end of the day, it just didn't work with the karmic though. He couldn't love her. He loved her enough to let her go. But at the end of the day, he's looking forward to loving himself first. Okay. He's trying to fill that void, but hopefully he doesn't jump into another karmic situation. Hopefully he learns that his divine feminine is out there. And if he's already met her, he needs to become a new person to open that door. Okay. So we do have the masculine moving forward. Delays are over. Okay, delays are over. Sudden unexpected good luck. And this sudden unexpected good luck is that the masculine is coming into his success. Now he might feel like he's losing the physical body of his karmic, of women, but he realizes he is gaining success. He is gaining his power back. Okay, so he is focused more on him. He will be a new masculine now. Okay, so let's see what else spirit has to say about this masculine. So it just looks like this masculine has definitely started his awakening journey now, y'all. And it's sad that they had to put the world on pause just for this masculine to be triggered. This is what the world needed to trigger these sleeping gods and goddesses. Okay. All right. So we have set your intentions. So he is definitely setting his intentions. Okay. And this is why he's working on his base chakra and his crown chakra, because he is focused. I'm sorry, I got the little fan on, it's blowing it around. He is working on setting his intentions for a better future. Okay. For a better future. So he is working on that base chakra and that crown chakra, and he is setting goals. Okay. And then when they start to, and I just want to say, when they start to set goals for themselves, okay, and set expectations and boundaries, that's growth. Okay. Boundaries and is growth. Okay, so they're setting their intentions and they're gonna hold themselves down and they're gonna realize, look, my worth is more important than me selling myself short. This masculine, I just heard it in my ear. He said, I felt like a male prostitute. I felt like I was selling myself short. I never knew what selling your soul was until I realized it mean, this is what he's saying, is giving myself up. Okay. So he is setting his intentions for a better future. Okay. So let's see what else, spirit. So we got patience. Patience is of a virtue. Okay. So the spirit is working on him and he is being patient with the spirit guides, y'all. He is listening. He is listening and he is working with his spiritual guides right now. Okay, they're working on his mind and they're working on his body and they're also teaching him. They're teaching him how to set his worth, set his values, lift his veil up, and they also teaching him that patience is a virtue. So they teaching him to be patient for what he wants and desire, and stop trying to reach for it and take it, because these are the situations this masculine learned his lessons. These are the hand spankings you're gonna get. You try to touch something that you shouldn't have touched. So they're teaching him that virtue, patience is a virtue. So just be patient with your masculine. If you're divine feminine, you watch this, be patient with your masculine, because at the end of the day, being worked on by spirit. Okay, so the universe is working on your masculines. Helping him program his mind to be patient for what he wants. Okay, he may go through some ups and downs where he feels I need some sexual attention, I need some TLC, but spirit is trying to teach him how to humble himself. Okay, thoughts create your realities. Okay, so they teaching him that when you think about lust, you will manifest lust. When you think about success, you will be focused on only being successful. Okay, so when it comes to his universe, his spirit telling him, he's feeling emotionally lost, they're telling him the more you think about what you've lost. Okay, because if they broke up with the partner or the partner broke up with them, whatever it was, they might have lost it. If they thinking about that loss or they thinking about losing you, okay, and how they treated you, because you better believe that if you're divine feminine and your masculine is being triggered, they definitely being reminiscent about the good times you guys been around each other, as well as the bad times. So he's going through, like how they would say when people die, they see flashes of their life. That's what they going through, dark night of the soul. He's going through that shift. They showing him the good, the bad, and the ugly. What they call it, Christmas after pass or some shit like that. um they having that. So this is what they doing. They tweaking his reality, and it's really putting this masculine in a depression kind of state, because he was like, wow, I was this Christmas after pass image. If y'all know, excuse me, if you ever watch Christmas after pass, it's when someone is so egotistical and so selfish, and this stuff is real, y'all. It happens. It may not happen the way that they paint it out here in reality, but stuff like this happens. Spirit does come to you. Your ancestors, your spirit, your soul will come to you, or your God, your Most High, will come to you and let you know you messed up, and let you know how to fix it, and let you know these things. So he's definitely getting, as he tunes in, and they help him, because they will lighten up his load for him. They become an image of you. They become an image of people that he care about. They will come in an image of, if this toxic karmic was toxic, they might come in an image of her or him, and really give him that epiphany or that resolution, and it will trigger him. Or it could become in the image of his divine feminine, or so on and so forth. It will trigger the masculine, and it would be like, oh, that's why in these movie Christmas After Past, if you ever watch that, it's always in the form of someone they know. Okay, it's always in the form of some, like my grandmother came to me in a dream and let me know that my masculine, she passed on, rest RIP to her. um she had came to me maybe a year later, and because I used to talk to her about him and about the situation, because I never experienced this before. She said it was love, but I brushed that off my shoulders, like, nah, there's no way it's love, whatever, whatever. um when she passed, I think a year or something later, She came to me in a dream, which was real. I knew it was a real her. I knew encountered a spiritual being because I woke up super drained, as if I was, I was out of my body. So I uh, I was literally just floating past where I grew up at, and all of a sudden she was sitting right on her chair. In the time, it was at a time because they don't, show you the now of the house. They just show you the best times. And the best times, she literally was sitting there, and I wasn't paying her no mind at first. I was just doing what I normally do, is just travel in the, I don't know if I was astral traveling or something like that. But she pretty much talked to me, and I was still floating by, like I was just a spirit in the house. Um, she just said to me, "Don't let nobody tell you that he's not who you know him to be." And she said, "That's that whole, just like that. Don't let nobody tell you he's not who you know him to be." Okay. So at the end of the day, she pretty much, she was like one of the first spirits that came to me that I really had a revolution or something. Like, this is when I started to awaken. And she pretty much connected to me several times after that. Um, but I knew it was her because I felt her energy and so on and so forth. But she pretty much came to me and she let me know from the other realm that I know who he is, you know who he is, and we know who he is. Whether he knows who he is who he is. Okay. So, I mean, when they validated that, when my grandma validated that from the other realm, I thought I was crazy at first. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to suck all this up, drink some tea, relax, meditate, and chill, light some candles. This shit is real. Okay. So I'm telling y'all, I had my awakening. I went through my awakening. And let me tell you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your awakening. Yes, you will. Yes, you will face some spirits, and whether they're good or bad. But you need to be able to learn how to deal with them when you it's not, if y'all ever watch, people would say sci-fi is sci-fi, but this stuff is real, y'all. This It's just interpreted in its own way here. Okay, if you ever watch like Ghost, what's her name, Ghost Whispers or some shit like that, and how she grew up, a person who's seen ghosts or whatever, it's something like that. Not, some ghosts scare her, some ghosts don't. But your job is to get the message. Her job was to deliver the spirits to the light. Your job is to get the message so you can get towards the light. So whether it's you or somebody else, deliver that message so people can move forward, so that they won't have to come to you, because you being a light being, they will always, you being a messenger, they will always come to you. Okay, good or bad. But what you do is spit that positive, because dark energies can't feed off of strong light. Okay, they cannot feed off of you strong light beings. It will be too bright for them. You will pull them over to the light side. Okay, you will fuck around and pull them over to the light side, and they gonna be reformed. Okay, so anyway, like I said, this masculine is definitely being reformed right now. Okay, right now, because like they would say, can the devil be reformed? Some can, but they have to choose to break that cycle. So in this case, he looks like he is choosing to cycle. Now, do not rush this masculine. The masculine is taking his time to his awakening. Okay? It's taking his time. It's not because the being, is taking his time. It's because spirit is working and tweaking on him and helping him. Because if you rush somebody, say if you was a kid and it was your first day of school into a new school or something like that, and somebody just push you into the classroom, you would be shy. Most of you will break down, piss on yourself, be scared or something, and break down. They got to ease you in. Hey, look, you're about to go in this new class. They're good people. Some of them bad, but you're gonna go in here, be yourself, sit down. Whoa. So you got, it's like that. It's steps to it. So don't rush them. Don't be like, come here now. No. Okay, accept your talents. Okay, so like I said, some of them might want to start a business. Some of them see themselves being a little bit more successful than what they were yesterday. Okay, you got patience. You got appreciate your talents, meaning like some of them have gifts. Okay, not just the gift to gab. Okay, not just the gift to procreate, not just the gift to lay down in the bed. Some of them actually really do have talents. Some of them do know how to sing. Some of them do know how to dance. Some of them do have talents that they need to embrace. Okay, they need to trigger, like I said earlier in the channel reading for everybody. Um, some of them do need to tap into their own talents. Okay, allow them to do that. They have to tap into their childhood to heal them childhood wounds. So what the spirit is trying to do is take them back to that memory lane where it brings back that feeling of love. Okay, so if they had a shitty childhood, most likely they will take from what it's like I said, the Christmas after past. The Christmas after past. Spirit knows everything. So spirit will take the masculine to those greater moments. If his greater moments are not good with you, no matter how toxic they are towards you, divine feminine, try to make those moments the best moments, because guess what happens when they go down memory lane? Okay? Guess what happens when they go down memory lane? They're going to remember you. They're going to remember the good times, the bad, and the ugly, but they're going to remember the good times when them spirits pull him through that Christmas after past, like where the spirits come and take you down the road, the path of the past, the present, and the future. Okay? So you don't want to be on the bad side if you are divine feminine. You don't want to be that toxic karmic where they take him down the memory lane of all those karmics who abuse him and shit on him. Okay, so you want to be the different one. All right, so never judge another. Once again, and he got as well. Never judge another. Okay, allow this masculine to go through his awakening. Don't rush him. He's taking his time. He's taking his baby steps. Allow him to do so. I had never judge another in the collective reading that I did earlier, as well as the masculine, not judging you. Okay, so we do have never judge another. So when he's going through his situation, he will learn about forgiveness. He will learn about love. He will learn about appreciation. Okay, he's going through his dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is no different from Christmas after past on this round. Okay, he's going. The spirits is him, and and they fixing and tweaking him up. Okay, so if you ask me, and I'm not trying to make this seem good, this is what the card said. And y'all seen him pop out. Um, it looks like he's going through his awakening, and he will be awakening very soon. Um, Most likely, let me see. It depends on what spirit decides to do. If spirit decides to keep us in the house a little bit longer, then there's a possibility that the process will complete. But if they do let us let the world continue to go on without this time out, most likely if they are not strong enough due to the spirit, if they're not learning enough, they're gonna fall back into their old ways. Okay, so just because somebody walk through the door, don't mean they always. Just because somebody go to the door, don't mean they go always walk through. Okay, so yes, he is becoming awakened, but he still needs to seal it with strength. Okay, and strength is oneness, and oneness is self love. Okay, so that is the divine, the twin flame awakening. Now you can be male or female. Okay, it doesn't matter. Um, take it how it is, or leave it. All right. Um, this is it for the night, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me today. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'll probably be on here tomorrow for ask your questions, or if you want, you can book a personal reading with me. That way we can see what's going on in your situation. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all join my raffle that I'm doing. I am still writing y'all down. I got over, let me see, I got about over 6,000 subscribers. So y'all, it's got to get there. Okay, I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can. So y'all make sure y'all, or if you're already subscribed, I got you already. But if you're a new subscriber, your email, will come straight to my emails. Okay, and I will just write your YouTube name down from there. Okay, as well as Facebook too. You know what I'm saying? I got my Facebook fam on there. Y'all make sure y'all come over here to YouTube and subscribe. I'm trying to get back to my supporters. But yeah, this is definitely the raffle. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting full, y'all. It's getting full. So don't miss out. Thank y'all for y'all love and support. Like I said, if y'all feel like you want to donate, whether it's $1, it don't matter. It's all appreciated. Um, like I said, I appreciate anything and everything people do for me and mines. Appreciate y'all being patient with me as I learn how to use this new software or whatever. Trying to find out what works best for me. And I appreciate all y'all. And I want y'all to stay safe, stay tuned for all my posts that I post up daily. So like my daily posts. And y'all stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. Show your girls some love. Support me. Help me grow. Help my YouTube grow. It would be nice um, to have a good righteous fan base where we can talk about the situations without us being judged by others. Yes, it's different. Yes, it's new to you, but it's been here. It's just been diluted and diluted and destroyed. But it don't matter how many books people write. It don't matter how long the history is. It will always stay in the DNA. Okay, the DNA is gifts you can never touch. Okay, and that's what we call spirit. Your spiritual DNA is important. Your abilities to tap in is important. It's nothing to be afraid of. It is nothing to be afraid of. And when you tell yourself over and over and over, it's nothing to be afraid of, you will learn that this world is bigger. This world is small compared to the universe. Okay, this world seems so small to me now that I have awakened to who I am. And eventually you will awaken to your true purposes as well. You will grow and help others as well. You will become a guide on this planet as well and help people awaken, and you will give back to the community as well. I do as much as I can for my community as well as the YouTube, the Instagram, as well as the social media community. I try to help people. Okay, what you will call crazy, it's not. It's wake up time, you guys. And at the end of the day, since I got on YouTube and Facebook and all the years that I've been posting, wake up time, it's time. Okay, you've been touched. If you're a twin flame and you've been put on this journey and you had soul recognition, it was your time to awaken. So embrace who your true purpose is, whether you're a male or female. If you're a masculine, you're watching this, you want to know where you stand. Keep up the good work when it comes to your awakening. Okay? Do not hinder yourself growth for no feminine, no toxic feminine, excuse me, toxic feminine who doesn't know themselves. Okay, and that's vice versa to masculine, no toxic, feminine, no toxic masculines. Okay, so stand back, let the universe do your biddings for you. Trust that the universe will. Trust that your soul will do the work. It did it before. It will do it again. Trust. All you have to do is walk it. They will always, forever, and will continue to give you guidance. So don't say, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and wait." If they tell you to get up and take a walk at the park, get up and take a walk at the park. If they tell you to go fishing or go running or go do something, there's always something that they can help you with to keep you busy. Okay, but you do not have to keep worrying and confusing yourself and descending yourself for nobody. It's just a body. It's just a avatar. It's just a vessel. Okay, stay enlightened to your soul, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace till next time.